A few years ago, I lost all my money trading. I was broke, I was lost, and I felt like a complete failure. And the worst part was, I had nobody to blame but myself. This video isn't a comeback story. Not yet. This is the moment I decided to start over. But for real this time. If you're new to this channel, my name is Simon. I'm 21 years old. And for the last few years, I've been trying to figure out the same things as everyone. How does money actually work? Why do I feel so empty when things look fine on the outside? Why does everyone around me seem to know what they are doing, but I don't? I tried to post content before. I posted for 3 months straight. But honestly, I was just checking boxes. There was no real reason behind my videos. There was no mission, no story, and no purpose. And so I stopped. And I had to ask myself the question, what do I actually have to say? And this video is the answer. Let me take you back a couple of years when I was 18 years old. I initially started trading because I wanted to escape my 9 to 5. And I thought I found my way out of the system. So I watched videos on it. I read books. And I started to really get educated about the topic. And it's pretty funny because I actually started to become kind of good in trading. And for the first time of my entire life, I didn't feel like a complete failure. I felt like I found the answers to fill the holes deep inside of me. And then I got cocky. And then I made one bad trade, one bad decision, and I lost everything I earned and even more. I lost all my savings with one bad trade. I lost the one thing that made my life feel complete. I truly lost my purpose at that time. But here's the one thing that nobody tells you about losing money. The worst part is what it does to your head. You stop trusting yourself. You start to hide yourself from people. You stay inside. You scroll for hours and hours just so that you don't feel what is going on inside of you. And you start falling back onto habits that you initially escaped just to make you feel comfortable. You'll tell yourself that you will fix all of this tomorrow, but tomorrow will never come. What pulled me out wasn't a guru, it wasn't a book, it wasn't a motivational video, it was the gym. It was actually starting to educate myself on the things that mattered. Sounds simple, right? But hear me out on this one. The gym was the first place where I had to face myself without any excuses. You either show up or you don't. There's no pretending, no filter. And slowly, really slowly, I started to rebuild. Not my bank account, but myself. And while educating myself, I wanted to learn more about the system that was created that forces us to stay in lives that we don't even want. The problem wasn't that I was bad with money. The problem was that I never even understood what money was. Here's what nobody told me when I was 18. Money isn't real. Not in the way they teach you in schools. The system that you are working inside is designed to keep you running on a treadmill. Earning, spending, borrowing, and then repeating. And you never actually own anything. They will tell you to save, but the money that you'll save loses value every year. They tell you to work hard, but the wages don't keep up with the prices of everything. They tell you to invest, but never tell you in what or even why. And the craziest part, it's not even your fault. It's by design. Schools don't teach you that. Your parents don't even know about it. So we end up learning the hard way. With our own money, our own mistakes, our own shame. I had to learn it the hard way. And I don't want you to learn it the hard way. So here's what I'm going to do on this channel. I'm going to share everything that I wish somebody told me when I was 15, 17, 20 years old. About money, about the systems, about building yourself back up when you feel like you lost everything. I will talk about money, real money, how it works, how it was created, how it lies to you, how to build wealth in a system that is designed to keep you small and poor, including the unconditional way. My way. Things most finance creators are too scared to talk about. I'll talk about your body and your mind. Because at the end of it, everything connects. Your finances, your mind, your body, your health, everything is connected. And if you're not ready to fix your mind and your health, you're not ready to fix your finances either. And I will share my own story. The messy parts as well. The losses, the shame, the depression, the anxiety. The habits that made me stay small. Because I'm not a guru. I'm a guy who's still trying to figure it out. Just maybe a few steps ahead of where you're actually at right now. And if that sounds like something that you need, stick around. And one last thing. I think we live in a time right now where reinventing yourself isn't optional anymore. The world is changing too fast. The old playbook, go to school, get a job, and save for retirement, doesn't work anymore. The system is broken. And the people that are going to win in the next 10 years are the people that are willing to rebuild themselves over and over and over and over again. I've been knocked down more than one time in my life, and I'll probably be knocked down again. But I'm not going to stay down. And if you're watching this right now and you feel stuck, alone, or like you failed, I want you to know that you can always start over. Today, right now, with nothing, from where you are. That is what this channel is about. Not perfection, not gurus or coaching stuff. Just one guy, just two guys, figuring it out and sharing what works and what doesn't work. If any of this resonated with you, subscribe. Not because I'm asking you, but because I'm going to make content even if 10 people are watching or 10,000 people are watching. Because at the end of the day, if I can only change one life for the better, I fulfilled my purpose. And I'd rather want you to be here from the beginning. I only want to ask you for one thing. Drop a comment or write me a DM and tell me one thing. What is the one thing that you wish somebody would have told you when you were younger about money or about life in general? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.